All right, Shalom. Mr. Brother Quashab coming back at you with another lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect, and as well as those that believe in the gospel. And may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right, and as you can see here, all right, coming at you with another M.O.T.B episode. Just bring out some information, all right, and whatever precepts come to mind that Lord willing to be edifying, all right. Now, as you can see here, when I got queued up, one of the brothers posted earlier, it says the great RESET pushing CBDCs. All right, and for those who don't know, as it says, the CBDC is a central bank digital currency. It says what can be done with CBDCs, but not with cash. Every transaction will be known to the central bank. Restrictions can be imposed universally or individually. Location limits can be applied, which are, quote unquote, those 15-minute cities. All right. It says food purchases can be rationed by quantity or type. All right. So basically they can, with this control bank digital currency is what I like to call it, because they can control what you spend your money on. All right. Whether you use a card or, use your phone, the wallet thing. All right. We can all see that the money is going digital. All right. But I like to use the word control instead of central. All right. Because that's exactly what they want to do. They want to control what you spend your money on. All right. How you spend it. OK. And they want to get to a point to where they can stop you from spending your own money. All right. Now it says general limits on spending can be set. So you wake up, you can only spend $50 today. All right, because you spent $75 yesterday, and you can only spend $50 today in order to ensure that you are on the right path in your social credit. It's all kind of BS, man. All right, this system that they getting ready to come down in great wrath and initiate to push on the people. All right, and make it mandatory by using the RFID microchip. It is all BS, man. All right. They just want to portray themselves to be like the Most High. All right, tell you that in 2 Thessalonians, and they tell you that in Ezekiel the 28th chapter, man. All right. Now, I just started this precept. I'm gonna grab it real quick. I know it's in Psalms. I think it's 48. No. No, that's not it. Damn. Psalms 42. Wait. Yep, it's Psalms 2 and 1. I'm thinking about the Psalms 49. But this is Psalms 2, verse 1. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? All right, and this is exactly what you're seeing. Okay, them trying to incorporate this. All right, this is a vain thing. All right, this is definitely a rage of the heathen. All right, starting with the chief nation of Esau Edom. All right, who's the so-called white man, the one that's ruling in this world. All right, the elite bankers. All right, the elites. Okay, this is what they want. All right, they are trying to push this vain thing, man. All right, and it's ultimately, it's just crazy. But it's all through the will of the Most High too. All right, because He put it in our minds to do it. All right, in order to fulfill prophecy, man. But it says, what was 7. It says expiry dates for any fraction of your money can be set. All right, so by a set day, you have to use this amount or you're going to lose it. That's just controlling you. What if you don't want to use no money today and you want to save it until next week? All right? Nah, you got to use it by this date or you're going to lose it. Come on, man. That's retarded, bro. It says certain products can be blocked, all right, in which they're not going to let you buy whatever you want. All right, they're going to control whatever you want to buy. You see? So a lot of people that's ready to get down with this beast system, all right, don't really understand the substantiality of it, all right? They think, oh, yeah, it's going to make everything cashless, you know, it's going to make everything easier, more free-flowing. No, they're going to control every single thing that you do, all right? And like I went into with the last lesson with the smart technology, man. And if you don't, you think you're going to be slick and try to get away with it, they're watching you, Jake. You know, they're going to be watching you. You see? And everything else is going to be cut off. All right, cash will be no more. Credit cards will be no more. Even if they were still to have cards, all right, they'd be able to deny and limit those transactions too, man. You know? Now, number 9, it says any kind of travel requiring tickets can be restricted. Absolutely any transaction can be blocked arbitrarily. Taxes and fines can just be taken. You can be kept out of the stock market. So if they don't want you to trade, all right, use your money in the stocks, all right, invest your money, they ain't gonna let you do it. Okay? It says you can, 13, if you don't have CBDC, you can't buy and sell anything. Most likely, barter will be made illegal, all right? And to clarify, if you don't have a CBDC, you know, you can still buy and sell, all right, long as you don't take the actual RFID chip, okay? If the money goes and everything's digital, yeah, we still gonna have to use the digital money, all right? But as the apostle said, you know, a while back, we draw the line when they try to make the M.O.T.B mandatory, all right? Because it's going to be an introductory phase, all right? As it's been being massaged in, all right, to the people, all right, since about the 2020 mark, all right, if you understand what I'm saying, you know? But it comes to the point to where you can't buy and sell, all right, when the Karakma is made mandatory, okay? That's where we draw the line at, all right? And as I was saying, that introductory period, you know, we're gonna have to use it, all right? We're going to have to buy, sell, all right, get by in a society, okay? But this is what's coming, man, all right? This is just some key points, you know, which was pretty accurate, you know, on what can be done with the CBDCs, but not with cash, all right? Either you lose the freedom, the liberty that you had to spend and buy whatever you want to buy. All right, you do private sales and different things of that sort, you know. But this is what's coming. All right, and real soon. All right. Now I'm getting ready to bring out this video, all right, from Redacted, which it says 98% of the CBDCs. Well, really, they are ready to launch the CBDCs. All right, 98% of the banks are ready to launch CBDCs. All right, now let me let this play.
Has finally admitted what we've been saying here on the show. The U.S. dollar is about to change forever. That's right. We knew that CBDCs were rolling out central bank digital currencies, but this week we heard directly from Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum that in fact 98% of central banks are preparing to launch CBDCs. Again, this right from the mouth of the World Economic Forum. After all, this is their plan. They've wanted to take away control of the monetary system, get it out of the hands of individual sovereign governments, individuals, and put it in the hands of Wall Street and sort of and larger banks. Now, when you have to understand the central bank structure in the United States, it's controlled by Wall Street. This is the goal, is to allow those big multinationals to control the money supply. Get it out of the hands of the U.S. Treasury. Take that power away from Janet Yellen and the U.S. Treasury. Take it away from individual governments. Put it in the hands of a few massively large banks. And this all comes on the same week that we also saw more bank collapses in the United States, more seizures of banks.
Yeah, and get ready for those bank runs too. All right, because more and more banks are collapsing. All right, the financial system is getting worse by the day. All right, you can't listen to what these people say. All right, because they at this point they're just holding it up with a finger. You see, the housing economy, the housing market is terrible. All right, interest rates are at an all-time high. So if you buy anything, all right, you're definitely getting a unpayable loan. All right, you're not gonna be able to pay your house back with a 8-9% interest rate, man. It's completely ridiculous. You know, you buy a car for $15,000, at the tail end you're gonna be paying damn near $50,000, man. All right, because of the interest rates. Okay, so people are not buying. All right, people are making do with what they have because you have a combination of that and inflation. Okay, the food in the stores are absolutely ridiculous. All right, and it's just to a point to where all of this is going to eventually just have to come to a head. All right, everything is going up with the jobs that we work at. All right, everything is going up except our pay. You see, which is going to further put the society in a position of perplexity. You see, which is why we lean and we gonna trust on the Lord, man. But for the bulk of these people out here, they're not gonna understand what to do, you know. But let me finish. Let it play.
And massive amounts of U.S. deposits drying up in banks. See how this happens? All of these smaller banks get gobbled up by the big guys. So the J.P. Morgans, you have the Wells Fargos, Bank of America, you have Deutsche Bank. And these few massive large banks control the entire process. So let's go through what the World Economic Forum is saying here, which is startling, but we knew this was coming. So get ready, guys, to have like no cash anymore. Get ready to have a digital ID, a digital wallet that will control everything. Now, I know some of you might be saying, that's fake news. Well, frankly, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been studying and tracking this for a very long time. I point you to my deep dive interviews here with Whitney Webb, who's one of the foremost authorities on tracking all of the structure of these CBDCs. And it's startling. The control is coming, guys. I mean, think about their ability to track everything you're doing through a digital ID on your phone. Okay, they'll be able to watch your carbon footprint. Oh, you've traveled too much this month. So no, you are not allowed to buy gasoline anymore for this month until the calendar resets for the month because you've driven to see grandma too many times, or you've been on the road too much, or you've flown too much, or you've bought too much meat.
Total control, man. All right, that literally goes into those key points, those bulletins I was just bringing out. All right, total control.
Right? This is the ridiculousness that we're currently facing right now. But they'll be able to track every transaction. And of course, they want everything then tied to the blockchain. This is the tokenization of every asset, farmland, everything in the United States. So they will be controlling everything and watching everything. It is coming. This is the dream. Now, they've already rolled this out.
You see, here, that's a code word, okay? He said this is their dream, all right? Or this is the dream, okay? And this is what they've inspired to do, all right, ever since they came into power, man, all right? Talking about these ruling class elites, you know? This is what they've been, all right, inspired to do, okay? Through the left-hand side of the Most High, all right? The spiritual demon Satan. This is what they always wanted, man, you know? That's a code word. This is their dream, you know? And what's the scripture speak about it in Job? I think it's Job 5. All right. Their enterprise. Okay, it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, which the enterprise being their NWO. All right, achieving that total control. Well, the Lord is going to disappoint that. All right, the Lord is not going to allow that to happen. You see? Because it tell you in Job 20, that he is going to rain wrath upon him while he's about to fill his belly. All right. It says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the fraud is headlong. All right. And that's exactly what the Lord going to do. He's going to take the wise in their own craftiness. All right. By disappointing their devices. All right. Not letting this happen. Okay. Yeah, they're going to get some things done. Okay. They're going to get a good bit of it done. All right. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be fully achieved. All right. Fully accomplished. Okay. Because if it were, as it says in Matthew 24, all right, except those days be shortened, there'll be no elect, man. Let me get it. I just butchered that. It's Matthew 24 and 12. Nope. Okay, see. Where we at? 22, right? It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. Before the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, because this devil will kill all of the men of the Lord, all of the prophets. All right, and make everybody get down with this system. Okay, if he had it his way, you know. But the Lord is going to shorten the days. All right, for the sake of the elect, you know.
Ukraine. You remember Ukraine is really a testing ground for a lot of this. They rolled this out using what's known as the DIA app. Okay, DIA was an app that was built by USAID, USAID, and the United States government, and of course with the help of the World Economic Forum, to put this into a test bed process where everything can pay right with your phone in Ukraine, track everything. You can even rat on your neighbors. That's right, built inside the application. This is like 1984 level stuff here, guys. And we don't know how all of this is going to come together, but we do know the goal. The goal is total control. The goal is to get rid of cash. The goal is to make sure that every transaction is monitored and controlled through a central system that is all digital. So the organization that argues that wholesale CBDCs, which are restricted to large transactions between financial institutions, could address banking industry challenges related to interbank payments and securities transactions. So according to the World Economic Forum, they say that CBDCs are poised to improve our cross-border transactions. Of course, that's how they're pitching it, right?
Right, and it's always an angle, okay, that they try to doctor it up, you know, and make it sound sweet, you see? It's always about convenience, okay? And convenience, all right, is going to get a lot of people killed, as I've said before, you know? Convenience is going to get a lot of people killed. Okay, I mean, Jake ain't doing wire transfers across the country, man. Let alone different countries. You know. But
you know, the amount of time that it takes for wires to happen. There's and I agree with this. I will agree that the process of sending wires right now is a disaster. You know, it's like 7 or 8 different steps to confirm you're sending a transaction, then it's sending an information back, then it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So cross-border transactions should be dramatically improved. But is this the answer? Where we remove cash and we put it instead in the control of central banks so that we don't have a physical representation of currency anymore. We simply have a digital representation of some sort of an international world currency. The organization, the WEF, acknowledges, however, that the legal and the regulatory elements needed to make widespread CBDCs possible have an unknown time frame. So again, 98% of central banks are preparing to launch this, but you have certain states in the United States which are pushing back against this. I mean, you have Florida, for instance, saying no CBDCs, and you're going to have other countries that are going to say no to this. So I think we're really heading for an interesting moment right now with our monetary policy and entering this next phase. But we've been warning.
Yeah, and that was pretty much the point. All right, you got states that's trying to push back, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to get down with it, you see? And like that movie Civil War, all right, you had Texas and I believe California was succeeded, all right, separated from the U.S. And they were getting bombs dropped on them, man. So good luck with that, you know, because at the end of the day, you can't upset prophecy, All right, this the will of the Lord for this devil to incorporate this. All right, because it's a remnant that's gonna get the victory over this beast. You see, it's gonna be martyrs, but it's also gonna be those that will not taste of death, man. All right. But there's a remnant that's going to get this victory over the beast. All right. And there's going to be a multitude of people that's going to be judged for receiving this mark. All right. And worshiping the beast as well. Okay. Now, I'm ended off with the Revelation 13 and 16. All right. Get a few words that I like to go into, and we're going to get out of here. It says, and he calls it all. All right. Yep, and it's the word all. It says individually, each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things. So every single person on the planet Earth, all right? Not just a good bit of people, no, all right? And he calls it, okay, which is poel. It says to make, all right? So if you cause somebody to do something, that means you make them, all right? You force them, you see? Right, when you jump into the I definition, it says, like I just said, you make one do something, you see? So he is going to make everybody do what? Where I go? And he calls it all. So he's going to make everyone, every single person, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right? Under the skin, man. Okay? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right? And that's the point. Okay? That you can't do anything with it. What's Salakia? You can't do anything without it. All right? That's the dystopian society that this devil is getting ready to push, man. All right? That's the apostle Cabal like to goes into, you know? I think I had pulled that up. Yep. Yeah, I was looking at this the other day. What words describe a dystopian society? Autocracy, a totalitarian government, suppression. Okay. Let me see if I can get a definition. Right. So it says themes. What makes the society dystopian? Themes typical of a dystopian society include complete control over the people in a society through the uses of propaganda, heavy censoring of information, or denial of free thought, worshiping an unattainable goal, the complete loss of individuality, and heavy enforcement of conformity. You see? Total control, man. All right? That's what the so-called the elites, all right? Look at the elite banker families, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, all right? We go into time and time again, all right? But it says a complete control over the people in the society, man. All right, whether it's through propaganda, all right, they're going to, like I've been saying, they're going to scare people into getting the M.O.T.B, all right? They're going to make it real convenient. Oh, this is the new thing, and there's people in this world, man, they love trends, all right? So they're going to run right with it. It says heavy censoring of information. Well, what information is being censored? The truth, you see? Or denial of free thought, okay? And hey, this is what this devil's been trying to do, man. All right? Now, I believe that was it. Yeah, that's cool. All right. But from the modern day North Korea to the former Nazi Germany is an example of a dystopian society. All right. It's crazy, man. All right. And people have no clue that this is what's getting ready to happen. All right. But, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. That was pretty much the point. All right. So, it says a very bad or unfair society in which there is a lot of suffering, especially in imaginary society in the future. You see? But hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. All right, before I get out of here, I'm going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, many citations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.